In a world that often glorifies and promotes sexual immorality, it can be challenging to stay true to biblical principles. But as followers of Christ, we are called to live a life of purity and holiness. The Bible is clear about the importance of abstaining from sexual immorality. In 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5 it says, "For this is the will of God, your sanctification, that you abstain from sexual immorality. That each one of you know how to control his own body in holiness and honor, not in the passion of lust like the Gentiles who do not know God." So how can we uphold these biblical principles in a world that often encourages the opposite? Here are a few key points to consider. 1. Guard your heart and mind. Proverbs 4:23 tells us to, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. This means being mindful of what we allow into our minds and hearts, whether it be through media, relationships, or our own thoughts. 2. Seek accountability. Surround yourself with fellow believers who can support and encourage you in your journey towards purity. Proverbs 27:17 says, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." 3. Renew your mind. Romans 12:2 urges us to not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Fill your mind with the truth of God's word and let it guide your thoughts and actions. 4. Pray for strength. 1 Corinthians 10:13 reminds us that no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind, and God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear, but when you are tempted, He will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. By following these biblical principles and seeking God's strength and guidance, we can resist the temptations of sexual immorality and live a life that honors Him. Remember, we are called to be set apart and to shine the light of Christ in a dark world. Let us strive to live in obedience to God's word and to walk in purity and holiness, knowing that He is with us every step of the way. That's all for today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace be with you.
Things you have to realize in the book of Proverbs and in other places, sexual sin is actually, if there was a sin that's segregated, that is pulled out as extraordinarily dangerous, it is sexual sin. There's indications in places in Proverbs where you don't recover. You don't recover and your reproach never leaves you. So you have got to become convinced that God's word is true. This is deadly. It will affect your soul, your psyche. It will affect you physically. It will affect everything about you and all the people around you. And it is deadly, 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 deadly. It will kill